Greetings friends of the truth. Today we gonna know about the felines, the lion people. Parent race of the humans. Let's start.
The felines are one of the two primary races in our universe. They arrived here by invitation of the founders. Having successfully completed their universal game and completing their universe, a group of 45 felines volunteered to come to this universe to help set up and oversee the same game here. The felines are a bipedal race that stand 12 to 16 feet tall. Their skin is covered by a sort of soft fuzz, and though they don't have fur, they do have manes, and both the males and females have long hair. Their eye color ranges from blue to gold and can change from blue to gold as they mature. They also turn from a golden brown color to white. The overall feline temperament is warm, sanguine and intellectual. As they mature they take on more of a somber, introspective and gentle nature. The elders are revered for their wisdom, compassion and insight. As a race they are extremely close and have a great sense of fair play. The females are revered and honored in equal status with the males. And true to the feline way, they are all very curious and inquisitive. As part of the universal game, the founders gave the felines a new planet in the Lyra constellation for their home. The felines named it Avon. Now this is not the exact pronunciation, nor spelling, but it is close enough. The real name cannot be translated into English. Avon was a paradise planet with mountains, lakes, streams and oceans. This blue planet was very much like our present Earth in form and variety of vegetation and life forms. When the felines arrived, they were in etheric form, and therefore, went through the stage of evolving a physical body in which to reside on the planet. After many millions of years they evolved the lion and other felines and began incarnating into those forms. As part of the plan, a portion of the original felines stayed in etheric form to provide guidance to those incarnating. They would be the equivalent of your modern-day Christos beings. Remember, this was a 3D planet, and once the etheric felines incarnated they would fall under the veil of amnesia that is part of the workings of a 3D planet of free will. As time passed, and through countless incarnation cycles, the felines evolved a line of felines that walked upright and retained the consciousness of their etheric counterparts thanks to the periodic incarnations of some of the etheric felines, and DNA from a bipedal mammal similar to the ape, that was evolving on the planet as well. With the DNA from the ape-like mammal the felines were able to take on a more human-like body while retaining most of the facial features and other characteristics of the feline. It was from this crossing, when it reached a certain stage, that the genetic line known as the Royal Line of Avon, or House of Avon, came into being. The etheric felines would continue to take turns incarnating to provide not only DNA upgrading, but teaching and training in higher dimensional principles, lest their planet-bound brothers and sisters get stuck in the non-sentient animal incarnation cycle. As you can see, the felines evolved on Avon in much the same manner as humans evolved here on Earth. The only difference is that the humans did get stuck in the animal cycle. More on that on the Universal History page. In time, the conscious felines grew large enough in number to take on the responsibilities of planetary guardians of their home world. They continued to evolve and eventually developed the technology for space travel and then warp technology. Their etheric brothers and sisters continued to act as their guides. Many among them became geneticists, a feline specialty, and began helping to develop life forms of various kinds for planets and stars in the universe. Some among them became great space explorers and scientists of various kinds. It was during this stage in their development that the felines would turn their attention to that bipedal mammal they owed so much to, and begin a program of genetic crossing and upgrading that would give them a soul and, in the process, create a new species that would become known as the humans. After numerous crossings and genetic upgrades, the Adamic human was made. There were two strains, the red-headed strain being the more outgoing and energetic, and the platinum blonde strain being the more gentle-natured and introspective. After many thousands of years of continued careful crossing breeding, the feline-human hybrids began to be more common in the royal line of the felines, the House of Avon, than the purebred felines were. Yet, this was the plan. In time the purebred felines would become the ancient ancestors of the humans with only their genetic traits as a reminder of the connection between them. And though the genetic relationship between the felines and humans has been forgotten by modern man, the felines remain in our consciousness as a regal creature, worthy of our respect and love. The felines remain the loving and supportive guardians of their genetic offspring, the humans. They have continued in this role through time and all dimensions of the universal game. Devin, feline, is the reigning patriarch of the 9D Royal House of Avon, and Anu, human, is the reigning patriarch of the 5D Royal House of Avon at this time.
Thank you for watching. Please give us a like and don't forget to subscribe.